Few names in history inspire both awe and fear like the Spartans. Masters of war, discipline, and sacrifice, they were more than soldiers. They were a society built entirely around the art of combat. Today, we journey into the heart of Sparta, exploring the lives, battles, and legacy of the greatest warriors the ancient world has ever known. In Sparta, the path to greatness began at birth. Weak or deformed infants were abandoned, left to die as a harsh test of survival. Strength was not only valued, it was required. At age 7, boys were taken from their families and entered the Agoge, a state-run military training system designed to forge them into warriors. The Agoge was relentless. Boys endured long marches, freezing cold, hunger, and brutal discipline. Every lesson was meant to instill endurance, courage, and loyalty to the state above all else. Stealing food to survive was encouraged, but only if one wasn't caught. Every failure was a lesson, every injury a step toward becoming a man of Sparta. By adolescence, Spartan boys could run faster, fight harder, and endure more pain than most men. The Agoge created soldiers who were not only physically strong but mentally unbreakable. Spartans were warriors first, citizens second. Men lived in military barracks until the age of 30. Women were trained to be strong as well, tasked with bearing and raising the next generation of warriors. Daily life was simple, austere, and rigorous. Physical training, communal meals, and absolute obedience to the state. Honor and discipline were everything. Spartans ate simple meals of barley and cheese, trained relentlessly, and endured pain without complaint. They were taught that loyalty to the city-state was greater than loyalty to family, that courage was the highest virtue, and that death in battle was glorious. Beyond warfare, Sparta developed tactical genius, governance, and a rigid system to maintain dominance. The combination of military skill, psychological intimidation, and social cohesion made them almost untouchable for centuries. Spartans became legendary on the battlefield. Their courage, discipline, and tactical brilliance were unmatched. The most famous moment came at Thermopylae in 480 BCE. King Leonidas led 300 Spartans against the vast Persian army, fully aware that their stand would be suicidal. Yet they fought with unmatched bravery, holding the narrow pass for 3 days and inspiring the world with their sacrifice. The Spartan phalanx was a marvel of military engineering, a wall of shields and spears moving as one, nearly impenetrable. Every hoplite knew his place, his shield protecting not only himself, but his comrade. This cohesion and discipline allowed Sparta to dominate Greek warfare for centuries. Beyond Thermopylae, Spartans fought in countless battles, Plataea, Peloponnesian campaigns, and wars across Greece. Their training, strategy, and relentless pursuit of victory made them feared across the known world. Yet Sparta's obsession with war became its weakness. Their population dwindled due to strict rules for citizenship and constant military campaigns. They resisted innovation, and isolation left them vulnerable. The world was changing, and Sparta struggled to adapt. By the 4th century BCE, Sparta's military dominance was shattered. At the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BCE, the Thebans, led by Epaminondas, defeated the Spartans, ending their centuries-long supremacy. Sparta's rigid social structure, once a source of strength, became a barrier to survival. Even as their power faded, the Spartans left a legacy that would inspire generations. A people who lived and died by a code of courage, discipline, and honor. The Spartans were more than soldiers. They were the embodiment of discipline, courage, and sacrifice. They lived harsh lives, fought legendary battles, and left a legacy that still echoes across history. Though their city fell and their armies faded, the spirit of Sparta remains. A true Spartan never yields, never retreats, and forever lives in the memory of the world. The Spartans did not build an empire of land. They built an empire of legacy. Long after their walls crumbled and their armies faded into dust, their spirit endures. A spirit forged in discipline, sharpened by sacrifice, and immortalized in courage. The Spartans taught the world that greatness isn't measured by victory alone. It's measured by how fiercely you stand, even when defeat is certain. And though their kingdom has fallen, the echo of their march still shakes the earth.